I'm Anthony, one of the founding owners of Utah Whitewater Gear.
My name is Clinton. I'm also a co-founder, and we are also brothers, if you couldn't tell.
The whole genesis of Utah Whitewater was
The Dolores River.
The Dolores River.
The local guys didn't have any gear, and then on the trip we're like, we should start a rafting company because there's no gear.
To put together a raft shop takes quite a bit of work. It doesn't just happen. We're the poor suckers that decided to do it.
We were fortunate that my grandma had this home and she had passed away, and we had some family living in it, and it came available. So the overhead for rent, it was $400. So we started out one shelf with a couple of things on it. Well, it's cool though. I mean, I catch myself and we'll be talking. You know, we do like, hey, I had Thanksgiving dinner right here, guys. And people will just go, wow. And I'll be in the kitchen where she cooked us chili. We love the chili. We dump ketchup in there. So we catch ourselves having memories, and sometimes be sitting there when it's quiet and like, my grandma was here, you know? It's like, this is her house. So we service, as far as paddling, we covered pretty much everything. We started out, our main focus was rafts, so big oar rigs or paddle craft. Then it kind of merged over to the SUP scene. The stand-up paddleboards came really big.
The first surge of SUP.
And then after that, packrafts came into thing, and those are real big right now. So the packraft community has been great. And then on the hardshell kayaks, like Jackson or Piranha.
We carry the good stuff. We carry all the good stuff. Top of the line brands. They're not very cheap, but they'll last you 30 years if you take care of them.
Well, and also when we choose our brands, it's something that we've used. So we'll take it on the trip, and then we know it's good and durable. And if we bring in a product and we don't like it, we'll stop carrying it. Well, that goes along with that question of like, what are some of the vendors, how we pick them, and we like to do local stuff. So like Cataract, and then we had Rollercam. Those were the local companies and then their products are good. I mean,
because Eric wasn't.
My belt is a Rollercam. So I mean, as a small business, if we're not supporting local and each other, then it doesn't work. And it's nice that we all have support.
We want the best, because when you're out with no roads for 80 miles, it's just reassuring to be on a trip. Like not trying to have to patch your boat together, or worrying about, oh, is this next wave going to be the end of this boat?
Obviously, we have repairs, so we'll repair any inflatable, raft, supboard. I'll focus on repairs. He does drysuit repairs, so we kind of just split things, but we are starting to do more hardshell kayaks with the plastic welding. We do rentals, so we rent rafting gear, packrafts, hardshell kayaks, and then obviously we do retail with our store and online. I think that's about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
In 92, the summer of 92, all of our cousins from northern Idaho, they came down for the reunion. We kind of connected, and they were like, hey, yeah, come up to our family thing and we'll go boating. That kind of evolved after a few years, and we went up to Riggins and did the Lucille run, which is from Sandy Bar down to Lucille. And we had our great aunt rocking the boat, and there's some big holes, and she'd tell the stories, and we were pretty young, so we kind of got hooked. Well, the river is an intimate thing. There's no escape. It's bringing non-family into a family environment. Everybody comes together, and the bonds are different. It's more intimate. You see the good and the bad of somebody's soul pretty quick.
For me, I love when you're on the river, and what connects me is the river itself. You know, you can ponder and you catch yourself just listening to the river and the excitement and just the conversation with either your wife or kids.
Most of the rivers don't have cell phone service, so when he's talking about being alone on a boat with your kids, there's way less distractions, and you can really hear what they're trying to say. The support, You can come in and chat with somebody who's been down the river you're going down.
Yeah, and also what differentiates us from like REI or backcountry, those big store things, is the community. Like in the last couple of years, we've really been pushing events, like film festivals, and trying to get everybody together. We have a big event here. It's a Utah Whitewater Market, so everybody comes here, we give prizes, have a band, and so we draw on that. And then of course, like he's saying, when they come in for that local expertise, it's like, I did that river. Here, let me tell you how to go. Here's a shuttle service I use. Or
People come in and meet fellow boaters that they were on the river with.
so I think people could get more from a small local shop. And hopefully we don't tick off everybody sometimes. Well, we did start a nonprofit called Go Paddle Utah, and we just thought we need to have more community, and we wanted people to, like, if there's a way to get into the paddle sports industry.
It's very difficult if you don't have a mentor. Like, so equipment, where to go, logistics, like shuttle. You know, it's funny when you go to outfitters, they always say, "This takes us to our car, right?" No, it's a one way. The river does not do a full circle. So there's things like that are pretty intimidating, that are hard to overcome, and that's what Go Paddle is, to break down the barriers to getting into paddling, so you can learn how to do that on your own, and then find others, find a community. We're just trying to build that community.
And it's new, so I mean, we're slowly starting out with, we do some workshops, and we have some events so that people can kind of learn how to, like, we've done some repairs, and then we did some on water last year, some safety classes so that you feel comfortable. So that's how that's starting to grow. And
being a small business, it's basically us. That's the way we were raised. My dad was a huge scouter. He got us into all these adventures. So he's the impetus of our mentality. And he wasn't very rich and had lots of kids, so we always hobbled stuff together. And when we got old, we wanted to spend the money on the right stuff.
And it pays off.
Yep. Everybody thinks it's a glamorous lifestyle. It's not. Oh, you run it? Oh, that's so awesome. Because the pay is not great.
We're appreciative to the rafting community supporting us this long and putting up with our little ticks and isms, I guess you could say. And that's why we've been doing the community stuff, kind of to get that back, to put Utah back on, like, in the sporting industry, the paddle sports, that our community is awesome, that we support each other, and it's growing. And hey, you know, look at us, we're here. So
yeah, thank you for what you've
Yeah.
done for us.
come down to Utah Whitewater Gear and visit us on 7307 South State Street, Midvale, Utah, or you can see us online at utahwhitewatergear.com.